Wow, with the biggest game arguably of 2020 finally being out and it having questionable performance on most of the console hardware out there, the game media has said that they are surprised that the game is performing well on Stadia. See as wow, the truth on why Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia has media shocked. Let's get into it.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. Oh, I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another video. Do us a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. I appreciate all of y'all straight up. Y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason, and y'all know the slogan. We are not too proud to ask. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Let's get into it. All right, now, Cyberpunk 2077 released December 10th, 2020. December 9th for a lot of us, those of us on Stadia in the East Coast. Let me stop. Yeah, and we had a ball playing it since 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We had, of course, a live presentation that you can also catch on this channel too. Celebration of the game launching and us reaching 1,000 subscribers on this platform. Again, thank you very much. We couldn't do it without you. That being said, all of a sudden, since the release of the game, you've seen two things happen. You've seen an outrage from the gaming community because the game is performing horribly, just looks atrocious on the majority of consoles that are out there, which are the PlayStation 4s and the Xbox One series of consoles. And they have shown a lot of admiration for how it plays on Stadia. And that is a good thing for Stadia, that they are getting these accolades. We love that they're getting these accolades, and where we have highlighted the accolades from the media, most of which were Stadia haters throughout 2020 and 2019, since this thing was announced to be a sole cloud gaming platform. We have highlighted those accolades and used as proof to say, look, it's all right now, it's okay to like Stadia, to give it a shot, and to enjoy it, right? But one thing that I warn people of is when you look at these publications, we warn you to not go further than that. Like, take the accolades, take the kudos, promote them, help this platform grow, but don't give them more than that. And when I say don't give them more than that, MM2K, do you mean that when they go buy a Chromecast Ultra, you pop out of the bushes and just slap it out of their hands and kick it away? No, I'm not saying that. Last time I checked, I was not given a badge. I don't get a paycheck from Google. I can't say, nor do they care who I think should be playing and advertising their product. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, just as equally as important for this community, if not more important, is not only the platform getting accolades and people saying nice things about it, but those that are interested in it being properly informed. And we don't maintain that standard by just indoctrinating ourselves to everybody that has something positive to say about Stadia because of the number that they have next to their name on a social media platform. Again, that's great for Stadia, and I'm all about Stadia growing, but at the end of the day, I am not here to just solely, I'm not saying I don't care about this, but I'm not here solely to boost up a multi-billion or trillion-dollar company in their platform. My job, I feel, and what we try to accomplish here on this platform is we take the wonders of Stadia, the promise of Stadia, and we try to transparently communicate what that is to you to the best of our ability, the unsuspecting gamer. So I am really here for you, those that are listening on the other end. As long as Stadia continues to live up to its promise and do what they say they're going to do, and they work towards that in a fathomable fashion, which I feel they have done and some, then yes, anybody that says anything positive about Stadia will be a plus. But it cannot come to the sacrifice of facts and information. And that's what this video is here for. It's not to trample on the positive things that have been said by Stadia, because the people have said negative things before. I've said something negative. I've said negative things about Stadia in the past. Some of it was very rough, tough, and jagged. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it's about. It's about making sure that trusted sources that work with integrity, are the ones that are given, quote unquote, the badges, okay? And see, what's happening here is something that we forewarned almost a year ago, no, over a year ago, that once the platform started doing better, and people could no longer shuck and jive their way away from the punches and the blows of the lies and the misinformation they gave prior, they're going to start making excuses like, well, Stadia's just doing better and it was horrible at launch and now it's finally okay. They're going to tell you lies like that. Not saying that the platform hasn't improved, but since launch, the platform has been a great platform and it's done wonders in comparison to its dedicated device counterparts. But you're not going to hear that from them. You're going to hear things like it's shockingly working well. Now, if you pay attention to this thumbnail, I have several games on here. And I also have the face of somebody that works at Inside Gaming by the name of Brian Garr. I'm going to explain all that in a little bit here. Just bear with me. The reason why I have multiple games like Doom Eternal and I have Division on there along with Cyberpunk 2077 is those games and others have been testament that nobody should be shocked if you did your due diligence with the platform, like it or not, like the business model or not. If you were trying to be honest about the platform, there should be nothing about it performing this well on Stadia opposed to the daddy devices that should shock you at all. Now, you can raise an argument, okay, well, we expect games to play well on Stadia, but we prefer the business model of this, or we prefer the setup of the daddy devices because of the simple fact that this is what people are used to. It doesn't require constant internet, things like, I can respect that even though I don't agree with that. But what should not be respected is somebody that has told a bunch of falsehoods or giving an imagery that it's not me, it wasn't the things that I said in the past, it's something different that they done. They pulled out some type of magical rabbit that nobody hasn't seen up until this moment. So how was I supposed to know better? I'll tell you how. Let me use the aforementioned Division 2. Even Digital Foundry, who has fallen victim to this, we love dedicated devices, this is our specialty, so we're gonna crap on Stadia and not do our due diligence. Even when they had to be put to shame by good friends of ours like Random Noob, good friends of the platform, people that we love, that knows their stuff, that do their due diligence, whether what the end result is positive or not. Random Noob, when he had to come out there and do his own latency test that put Digital Foundry's latency test in a wall of shame, and along with that, Google calling Digital Foundry and showing them what they were doing wrong with their setup, then causing them to go back to the drawing board and create a new video, pretty much recanting everything that they've said before. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, even Google Stadia said, okay, now we've gotten this better. I mean, not Google Stadia, Digital Foundry said, okay, now we've gotten this better. All right, we're gonna say definitively, this Division 2 mode that's on Stadia, man, wow, perfect. We wish, if you watch the video version, they say, we wish that the consoles would do this. Not go so heavy on native pixels, but just bring it down just a tad so they can get better performance, 60 frames per second. We wish they would do this. This is a definitive mode that should be on consoles. That's what they said. Not verbatim, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what they said. You've also seen that once they went back to the drawing board, how well they gave accolades to Doom Eternal. Now, they said as far as native resolution and stuff like that, they still gave it to the native hardware, but Doom Eternal, they say, is a great experience on the platform. Borderlands 3, where the consoles versions didn't really have a great performance mode. It has one on Stadia, and so on and so on and so on. A lot of pictures that I couldn't put on the thumbnail that would just override. You wouldn't even be able to see the words if I would have put each case where Stadia outperforms. I'm not just talking about resolution, I'm talking about outperforming altogether their hardware counterparts. The information was there. So there's nothing shocking about this at all. What it is it's a testament that you guys were caught flat-footed trying to continue to tarnish the name of Stadia, and you didn't expect that this soon a game would surface that really put into question everything that you've been saying. Because up until now, there's always been a pathway for y'all to fall back to one of the lame excuses. Well, Stadia doesn't have really a good internet base. Cyberpunk 2077 is only single player. Well, even if I get Cyberpunk 2077 and I buy it, what other games can I play without having to buy them? Destiny 2, Bomberman, and there's more coming. Well, you guys don't really have a subscription service like Game Pass. Game Pass gives me games for a subscription service. What about? You can sign up to Stadia Pro. Oh, well, I need Stadia Pro in order to play the games. No, you don't. You can get you can buy Cyberpunk 2077 just for the cost of the game, and which ties to the next lame excuse. Well, I don't want to buy a Stadia unit if Stadia is going to go to hell like the great people at Google Graveyard always proclaim. Okay, you ain't got to buy one. Pre-order Cyberpunk 2077. We're gonna send you a CCU unit. We're gonna send you the Premier bundle. All of the excuses that they were used to using with prior games, they couldn't use this time around. And that's what made this move so ingenious from Stadia. So even though people like our good friend Brian Gard, Inside Gaming, who has time and time again said false, wrong things, misinformation, misinformed the unsuspecting gamer over and over again, even though we give him kudos for saying the correct things and being nice about Stadia and pointing out to the accolades, even though he threw in there, I don't like the business model, which is a business model that PlayStation and Xbox have, but whatever, we'll take it. We will take the accolades. But what you're not going to get is you're not going to get the badge of acceptance as being a reasonable and a source of media information that works off of some type of honor system. You don't get that. And for Inside Gaming in particular, it's a problem because they reference the homie David Jaffe that has been on the Best Damn Podcast period with us in the Broadband Bullies, has done a show with Next Gen 720, my mentor from the Broadband Bullies. When they referenced to him, they referenced him as simply a YouTuber. David Jaffe is the creator of God of War and Twisted Metal. He is a legend in the gaming space. But that proves to you that how pillars of Inside Gaming, how lackluster their due diligence is. They're referencing icons in the gaming world and they don't even know who they are. And later, Brian Gard tried to come on there and pin a quote in the comment section saying, "Hi people, I didn't know who he was. It was just a bad attempt at a joke." No, that was a bad attempt at an excuse. And you have people in that chat that are putting him to task for that. Unbelievable. And that just extenuates the point that we've been making for over a year. I can't tell nobody what to pick up or what to play. I can't tell nobody what they can or cannot write on. But what I can tell you and forewarn you is that be very careful before you accept information at a news level from these entities, because it's very clear they do not do their due diligence. And anybody saying that they're shocked at the performance of Stadia has not been doing their due diligence. We will take the accolades because it will help the brand grow as it should. But what these people want to do is sidestep all the misinformation that they gave, and as the platform becomes popular, be staples of information talking about it in the future. And that's the thing that we got to guard before we even lean on them. Just because Kotaku says something great about Stadia, I'm not referencing Kotaku. I'm articles on Stadia on the regular. Just because Inside Gaming said something, I'm not referencing their stuff. And so on and so on. Not until they address properly why their information was so bad, and along with showing the fact that they are doing their due diligence now and they are being fact-based consistently. It's like one of my favorite movies growing up in the 80s. It's called The Lost Boys. You got to be very careful, because once you invite the vampire in your house, it will suck your blood dry. And that's it from your boy MM2K. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, the Stadia Dosage. And again, if you did like this content, this material, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and rock those bells for notifications, please. With that said, you all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.